Redfall has that, and Redfall's fucked up.
Oh, well,
yeah, speaking of Redfall, my oldest son sent me a message.
You didn't say anything this time.
I thought you were looking at the screen when I was hitting go live. The first 5 seconds.
He doesn't go, hey guys, I'm going live.
Hey guys, I'm going live. I'm live.
So that's on both of us. I'll take half of the blame. But I'm giving you the rest of it. Anyway, I work for you, so, boss has to take the blame. I use that as an excuse a lot, don't I?
You do.
Too bad it's not really true. But no, man, I mean, Redfall is pretty messed up, and it has that function. So I really wish that the game had that. Like, if I'm going to play a game where I get to customize my own mech, I want to bring my mech in. I want to earn money and parts for my mech. And I really thought they'd have that. But let's be honest, though. That's From Software, right? Armored Core 6?
I don't know who does it.
I'm the only one around here. Hold on.
No, I haven't really been looking into it. I have no idea.
I just want to make sure I get it right, because Elden Ring Dark Souls, that's From Software, ain't it? That's when you're starting to get old.
Wait, you talking about Armored Core 6? I think it's From Software.
Yeah, all right. So From Software. I just want to be sure. From Software. So they're not known always for having the tightest multiplayer, because Elden Ring was like, I never even got to play Elden Ring multiplayer successfully, because I think I was jumping on, was it our boy Seth, back then? Somebody that was jumping on there with me, and we couldn't get the game going because we kept getting invaded and killed before we could do
thought
anything.
Hydra was playing with you.
Was it who?
Hydra?
Moss
Hydra.
No, I don't think Hydra King ever jumped on it. No, he was supposed to play with me, but he never showed up.
I don't know.
So, we couldn't get it started because they had such a bad setup for multiplayer with it. You automatically can get invaded. And with both of us being new to the game and Elden Ring players being toxic as hell, as far as they'll invade and slaughter you, they're master players. These dudes showed up with rivers of blood and just slaughtered us. And, I'm at the beginning of the game. I'm in the first dang temple. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there going I don't have where'd that thing come from?
Just like Fallout 76, yeah.
Yeah, Fallout 76 had that problem where you can't have your own private. Well, we didn't look into how to have our own private world, so it's we had a bunch of people running around, and you're trying to do a quest, and the dude shows up with a nuke launcher, blows everything on the map up.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I think I deinstalled it after that.
We were having a good fight too, man. We're up here doing the quest, and then it's just boom, boom, boom. Everything starts blowing up, and and you hate that because you hate that in Gears with the sluggers, with the grenades.
All right, let's get started, guys.
You just feel left out, don't you? I'm kidding.
No, I mean, it's time to get started.
Okay.
It's been time to get started for the past 5 minutes.
You're recovering from a trip. Yeah. Come on, man. Get peppy. Get peppy. I know it's exhausting.
It's not happening. Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And on Skype.
After a long hiatus, it's Bloodaxe.
All right. Let's get started. I'm coming off of a trip to see family in Oklahoma, so don't blame me for being tired and worn out. It was a 10-hour drive with people, so now I will say coming back it was like an 8-hour drive because I think we're all ready to be back. And so even the older people did not choose to have breaks, so we only stopped twice, once for gas and once to grab something to eat.
Yeah, they're like, no, keep going. I've had all of y'all I can take.
Yeah, so that was nice. Now I will say, I felt it the next morning or this morning. I felt it this morning, and I'm still feeling it.
We can tell, it's visible.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started with this is cool to me. Not a big fan of Sony, but they put out some good games, and as a PC gamer, it is nice to see that they are confirming that more PC ports are coming As they showed their financials, apparently the PC ports are also making them a ton of money. So now here's the thing. I mean, I haven't seen a ton of PC ports coming from them. I mean, we've seen some big titles come from them, but I mean, they've been saying for years, oh, more and more games to PC, more and more games to PC. And I haven't really seen a huge jump. We've seen one or two. Now, with it making up money, though, I figure we'll see a good jump.
I want to see the RPGs hit, man. I need to go check, though, because I will say this. I haven't been looking, because you know me. I'm not going to be looking for Sony games. But I did say I'd buy God of War when it went on sale. So you've given me an idea where to go look. I'm going to have to go check.
They need to hurry up and do the second God of War to PC, though.
Well, I know you're ready for that one.
I would love to play it.
Where do I need to go, by the way? Can I get their PC ports on Steam, or do I have to go somewhere else?
Usually they go to Steam. Sometimes they go to Steam second. They'll be on Epic for a few months, and then they'll end up on Steam.
I'm not buying it on Epic. It's bad enough to buy a Sony PC port.
I wouldn't expect you to.
I was bad enough that I'm willing to even consider buying a Sony PC port. I'm definitely not going to give double money to friggin' Tencent. I'll get the PC port. I'm not going to buy it through Epic. That's just like the double damnation. I ain't doing that.
But yeah, apparently 2022 almost doubled their income from PC. So
man, it's almost like they're doing really well. That's weird because I thought they were getting slaughtered by Microsoft, man. Like they were going to get put out of business.
We'll talk about more of that later. I mean,
are you sure? It sounds like they're doing really badly.
I know, right? You would think that they're hurting and some sell.
They need help, UK. Help them.
UK. I mean, Xbox, on the other hand, is not doing so good, and we'll talk about that too. I mean, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, Xbox right now has some of the lowest sales it's having. They keep having pretty big flops with their exclusivities, exclusives. So,
or you never see it come out on console, Dark Tide.
Well, yeah. But, Xbox has not been doing well. So I really don't get the whole UK thing. But the thing is Sony's reaching out to PC, which, hey, I mean, PC does sort of support Microsoft because most people play games on Windows. So,
I mean, Microsoft will be fine.
Oh,
Xbox
Microsoft's
is the one that's not doing well.
Yeah,
you said it right. Xbox is not doing so well. Microsoft is doing fine. Xbox.
I still refuse to upgrade to Windows 11. Though.
Well, you never upgrade to the latest Windows. You always stay one. Look, I'm not a techie guy like you, and I know the golden rule is one Windows edition behind is what you should be running.
Well, no, it's not one Windows edition behind. It's usually every other Windows edition is good, was the rule. So it's like Windows 95 was okay. Then you had 98, which sucked, but 98 second edition was good. Windows ME sucked. Windows 2000 was good. Windows Vista sucked. Windows 7 was good. Windows 8 sucked. Windows 10 was good. Now Windows 11, obviously, it's
me. I usually skip the bad one because I would not upgrade until people finally told me, no. Usually you or Jared would tell me you need to. Because I think when I went to 10, you said, you can get to 10. All right, okay. You walked over there. You're like, you can go to 10. I'm like, all right, it's good now? All right. But you don't immediately click that button for whatever update Windows offers.
I'm a techie. I'm gonna try it. Which I have a second PC, which I tried 11 on. It sucked. This PC that we do all the streaming and stuff on, definitely more cautious on. But yeah. Anyway, we're way off subject. The point is,
you kind of
more Sony's releases coming to PC. I know this doesn't really affect Bloodaxe. He's like, fuck PC.
I think he owns a laptop, maybe.
I have a Mac.
See, he has a Mac.
Yeah, which won't play most games.
Of course not. It's a Mac. Mac don't play nothing.
I don't play PC games. I haven't played a PC game since, StarCraft. No, I'm wrong. Warcraft 3 was my last PC game. Warcraft 3.
I'm sorry. I just went back to Pools of Radiance, man. Oh, man. Went way back. I went way back, dude. I just thought about PC RPGs.
Well, talking about Xbox, though, we'll go ahead and jump over to Redfall. Now one of the lowest rated Steam games of all time. Yay, Xbox exclusives. Woo,
we're killing it with let's go down the history of first person shooters. Oh, here look. Halo Ultimate came out. No co-op. Okay, hey, what about Darktide didn't come out on console? Okay, well, Redfall? Oh, wait, it sucks. What am I going to play? You know what we're playing? We're still playing Gears 5. If you heard us at the beginning with Accidental F-Bomb, we're still playing Gears 5. Because our choices are Gears 5 and Outriders. There you go. Gears 5 and Outriders, man. That's our options.
8 Gears.
And Grounded. Don't forget Grounded. We got
talking about shooters. I mean, yes, I use a wand in Grounded, but it isn't technically a shooter. But no, we've got multiplayer games. I mean, heck, we can go play some more Dark Alliance. Woo! But
but I mean, this is
the only other shooter would be Borderlands.
Yeah, I mean, these are your looter shooters.
Borderlands is not exclusive. Go ahead, man.
But yeah, when you talk about exclusivity, Xbox has dropped the ball quite a bit lately. Let's see, Xbox app. I mean, I don't
like my Game Pass has not supplied me with good shooters. Let me rephrase that instead of saying exclusive. My Game Pass has not been providing me with an excellent selection of shooters. Yeah, especially looter shooters. They dropped the ball on looter shooters on Game Pass pretty bad. And be honest, multiplayer games in general on Game Pass have not been hitting like I hope. Now, don't get me wrong. They've had a few. Wo Long wasn't bad if I could have got people to play it with me. But, like, the multiplayer has not been on top of it.
I have 5 people who
there is nothing on Game Pass that I'm looking at that's even remotely interesting.
I mean, most of the people we know that play shooters don't play Redfall. We know, like, one person's playing Redfall, Bloodaxe?
Actually, I know quite a few people. Rose is playing it. Flash is playing it. Mosh was playing it. Heck, my oldest son, Thunder, sent me a message today. Hey, when you're on Redfall, let me know. I'm already playing it. So no, we could put together a squad of 4 if Xeno can connect with us with multiplayer, which that's going to be an interesting.
It's untested so far.
Yeah,
it's
got a 1.8 on
PC, but
on Xbox. Now these are people who got to play a game most likely for free with their Game Pass. Still gave it a 1.8.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's going to be as bad as State of Decay. Playable. I have no idea. We should try it tonight. Actually,
if you guys want to try it, I'll try it. I got nothing better to do. I'm still recovering, so I could sit up there and drink my spinach smoothies and try out Redfall.
Yeah, we can give it a run after the show. See how bad it is. Hell, I'll stream it. I'll stream it to Twitch. That way, y'all can see how bad it is.
Oh, Redfall isn't even showing up in Steam.
Why would it?
Is it? Oh, there it goes.
No, I mean, I'm saying why would it? Is in like why would they purposely advertise it?
Yeah. Okay. So mostly negative on Steam. Here we go. God, that's bad.
You know it's bad when you have that paragraph long downvote, like just as long, and you need to click and read more.
I'm so sad I gave this a chance.
Wow.
Well, Dishonored and Prey and all that are well-respected games.
Yeah.
And considered good shooters. Prey was a shooter and was considered. I always heard good things about Prey. I don't know where the ball got dropped here, but
wow. If you're looking for reasons you need to play this game, there isn't much to tell. The most impressive thing about Redfall is how uninspired every part of it feels to play.
You sure you wouldn't rather just play Gears?
You know what? This actually makes me want to play Dead Island 2. We're just talking about how bad
I told
this
you once it goes on sale, I'm getting it. I mean, I don't want to pay full price because it's kind of short, but I'm up for Dead Island 2, man. I just don't want to pay like $60, $70 for it. I've sat down and watched a bunch of play. I think it's about a $40 game.
Yeah,
I think it's a good $40 game.
I might pay 50 depending on how desperate we are for a game.
Yeah, let's be honest. Maybe I would go for 50 just because I really want something to play. And is it crossplay? Can you get in on Dead Island? No, wait, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Announced.
I don't think it. Yeah, it was
never announced that it was crossplay.
Which means it isn't. You would not announce that.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it was.
Darn, because it'd be great to get the whole squad going. That'd be fun. Well, I mean,
yeah, we had you and Kitsney playing Dead Island back in the day. That was fun.
Play that on your console? Yes. Get him off his PC.
Might.
He's like, I might. But if it goes on a sale, I'm gonna pick it up because I mean, it looks good enough to hack and slash with your friends. But like I said, I don't think it's something that I would like, because the thing is, for me to pay $70 for a game, I play more than both of y'all. I usually am online more often than y'all guys are. I need a game I can play for hours when you guys aren't around also. And it ain't got that much gameplay. I'd be done with it.
They announced on April 20th.
Did it not?
Right before they released the game, they announced that it was not crossplay.
Yeah. So like, if I'm gonna pay $70, it needs to have some hours so I can play it while I'm waiting on you guys. And I'd beat the whole game before you guys got on. I'd probably, if I played Dead Island, if I bought Dead Island tonight, I'd probably have beaten and maxed out the game by Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'd rather wait till it goes on sale, and then what I'll do is I'll only play it when I'm playing with you guys. Just kind of put it over here, which I can do for $30 or $40, but I'm not. But a $70 game, it's got to be an Elden Ring, dude. I got to be able to get weeks out of it. It can't be I'm done in a week. I'm not gonna pay $70 for that experience. So, but it's a good game. It's just not long enough, or crunchy enough with the builds.
Yeah, I have no will or want to play Redfall.
I ain't gonna lie, that 1.8, man, hurt. I saw that 1.8, I'm like, yo, man, I'd rather play Grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can go kill some mantis or something. I don't know. I don't want to fight that dang. Oh, we could talk about that. Little side note before we leave the gaming section fully or partially. New update for Grounded, boss. Hard as heck. We have not defeated it yet. We have tried several times, man. And it actually has. We've got it to the last phase. We've got it to halfway through the last phase. We ain't taking it down. And I watched a video where a guy said 99% of people can't beat it. It was a guy did a video on it and said that, like, I think right now it's a 1% success rate. So.
No, it's 0.01.
0.01, that makes sense. Because, I mean, it's that dang rough.
Hey, next
out
weekend,
of everybody that's played Grounded, 0.01% have actually beaten the infected broodmother.
Okay, what are you going to
say? Next weekend we'll play some more Diablo, maybe. I mean.
We can mess around with some Diablo. Maybe we can all get together on the same time. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
You were in the beta, weren't you? Well, Bloodaxe, you were moving and stuff.
It's open beta, so it doesn't really matter. Everybody.
Yeah, we'll all get on there, man. We'll beta it up. We'll help. Oh, actually, we all got a level anyway.
Yeah.
We all got a level.
Restart, so.
There we go. All right.
We can all try to do a group. See how easy it'll be to take 3 or 4 people and hit 20.
Yeah, and play a game that actually allows you to cross-platform, because we had no trouble cross-platform. Yeah. Once we got past all the weird signing in, there's nothing for us to play together.
Yeah, you just got to play up to where you can get to the city before I think you can go.
Yeah, you think you got to get to the city before everyone spawns.
But yeah, other than that,
if you go straight forward and don't be as nosy as I was, you can do it fast. You know me, I'm like you. I had to search every corner, and I took hours to get to the city because I was just like, what's over there? What's over there? Let me fill out the whole map. Now I realize none of that's necessary.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, first character I played on there, I definitely did that. Second character, I sort of went ahead and got to the city.
Which actually levels you a lot faster. The main quest, I learned my lesson that I was not being efficient with my leveling, with experience gain.
Yeah. Honestly, Diablo, it's a game where you go for efficiency and then you go and find everything after you've maxed out.
Yeah. Because they ain't going to drop crap anyway, so you're doing all that for nothing.
Yeah.
You really are. There's nothing to be found.
Well, they do. You're leveling so quick early on that if you do find something cool, you out-level it. So.
Yeah. So you want to reach at least a point to where your leveling slows down, to where you're not gaining a level.
I mean, the only thing is, there's the statues you got to find. So you, because once you find all the statues, it unlocks like skill points and all kinds of other things.
Just beeline for them.
I couldn't understand the thing you were saying because you've got mouthful of shake or something.
Fiber and spinach and kale, man. I told you I'm here.
Yeah.
I said, you just beeline for them. You can just beeline for statues.
Yeah. You should wait till you get that shit out of your mouth before you talk. Let's talk about Fallout. So Fallout TV show, obviously it's Amazon. Not really looking that forward to it, after the whole Lord of the Rings debacle. But apparently some pics from the set leaked where you get the first look at...
Well, also, this is supposedly Vault 33, which I don't think that's any of the vaults that just the main characters of the games are from. Not that I remember, because I remember seeing Vault 11... What was the vault you were from in Fallout 3?
Nah, I don't recall a Fallout.
So I think this is an original Fallout story. Yeah.
What was was it 40 or 44, the botanical one? Yeah, I don't remember 33 being a vault that was incorporated with anything we've actually played before.
Yeah, so it's a new one. They said it's a location from the TV show, so it is not one of the game vaults. So this is going to be an original Fallout story, which at least means they won't screw up anything in that sense. That's smart. Now, it does lower my interest because it also means it's not one of the stories I know. So there's I know that sounds hypocritical, but hear me out. I would be interested in seeing a retelling of some of my favorite stories. That is an advantage doing that. But they also screw up so bad that an original story at least won't ruin Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'd much rather them stick, with
to the original story.
Something original.
But they haven't released anything about it either, though, so they need to start advertising and trumping up some interest.
Well, and that's probably why you have leaks like this. Let's be honest. The leaks happen to trump up business.
I don't think there's been a legit leak in a while. I think every leak lately is usually is on purpose. At least the ones that get leaked to like media. I only think the only real leaks that are genuine leaks are the ones where people use their insiders to get it. Yeah. But when you get pictures, and you got multiple pictures, look at this. Look at these shots. That's not on your phone. If that is, it's a pretty good photo camera. I think these are official leaks. I think these are purposeful.
Dude,
leaks.
I think that's low quality for a phone, and I think it's probably intentionally lower quality, dude. You see how blurry that is? You've taken pictures with your phone.
True. But I also think it's on purpose, though. Because, look at the other one, though. Come here. Go over again. No, go to the guys. The guys. That's a pose shot, man. That's a pose shot.
Well, yeah.
That is that is not a secret pic. That is a posed shot. That is, they said, hey, stand there, look at each other, smile, turn the Nuka-Cola where you can see it.
Yeah, you got to have the Nuka-Cola.
Make sure that the Pip Boy is in the shot.
Yeah.
That's a posed shot. Now, maybe
got a cigarette in his mouth. It's probably not even a real cigarette.
It's probably that.
Because most likely you can't smoke on set.
This is a posed shot. This leak is a well posed for a leak shot.
And a lot of people have been complaining. They're like, well, that just looks like plastic. And it's like, it's there's a lot of things that happen in post-production, let's just say.
The movie magic hasn't happened. Now, that's what it looks like on the show. I'm into it. That would be hilarious. Just corny bad. It actually sounds kind of fun. What if they just decided to just go, we're going to phone it in? That would be hilarious. If they just did that. They just said, you know what? We're going cheesy,
honestly,
70s makeup.
For Fallout?
It would
actually not be bad. It could work.
Come on, man. Protectrons are the Danger Will Robinson robot. You've seen them. It would be really funny for them to just phone it in and just go we're going cheesy with it.
What do you think, Blund?
Well, I think that going back to what y'all were discussing in the beginning, is I would rather actually have an original story than try to copy something or expand upon something we already know, because Amazon has shown that when they try to continue a storyline, they butcher it. And with the writer's strike right now, there's no telling what's going to happen. But I think Q's right. I think it's intentional. They're trying to drum up buzz, trying to get feedback. So maybe if they end up with an Indiana Jones type situation, and if you haven't been keeping up with that, you should go back and watch Doomcock. But they went back and made some changes based on the leaked information that had a lot of negative pushback. So I think that is interesting, but I really don't get the whole bony face, no nose makeup kit they're doing with him. I mean, if they're going with the whole radiation sickness, that's not what it looks like.
No, that's a ghoul.
So,
I mean, have you played Fallout, man?
You never played Fallout?
I played Fallout.
You don't remember the ghouls?
No, I don't remember the ghouls.
Oh, that is a species.
Is that in 4?
That is going back for a while, but it's at least in 3 New Vegas and 4, but I think it was in 1 and 2. When did you played 1 and 2, didn't you?
I played 1 and 2, but I mean 1 and 2, the characters were like
true. They were like that big. But starting from 3, you got a good shot.
Vegas. I haven't played the 4th one yet.
It's a mutation. It's not meant to be just radiation sickness. It's a mutation of some people. That's a genetic reaction to the overexposure to radiation, where they evolved to be able to survive the radiation. So they're basically mutants.
Yeah.
And they've been a staple of the series at least heavily since Fallout 3.
I got you. Okay. Well, staying corrected.
I mean, you work at a hospital, you know what radiation sickness looks like, but this is sci-fi. They're doing a thing there. It's not meant to be accurate.
Well, yeah, I remember there are mutants that you had to fight, and some of them you really didn't want to fight in Fallout. But no, I'm interested. I've always been interested in the post-apocalyptic survival situation. There was a show several years ago called Revolution, which I really got into. Unfortunately, only had 2 seasons before it got canceled. But I've always been fascinated about how society would develop and carry on after something catastrophic like that. So count me interested, not optimistic it'll be good, but I am interested. It's probably something I will watch for the show. For sure.
You brought up a good point, though, that since this is an original story, but it's also... I wonder if they're going to make it an entry point for new people where, like, they would explain it to someone like Bloodaxe. Like, the show would be
I would hope
to
so. I would hope it would. Yeah, I would hope it would go through the introduction. I mean, dude, even Fallout 4 went through the introduction, though. I mean, each Fallout was sort of made where you don't necessarily have to have played previous Fallouts to know. I would hope the series would do the same. Be weird if it didn't.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll basically probably go in and talk about the ghouls, the other thief mutations.
Well, I mean, you even have to set up. I mean, with the TV show, you're going to have to set up the time, because the whole thing with
super mutants. That's it.
How what point in time this sort of started in because it's an alternate history, so you've got to build up that alternate history
completely
to make any sense,
And it goes back to the war. It changes, it is not our Earth. Like, the history diverges dramatically, and it does it pretty far back. I think it as far back as World War I, it already has diverged. So so it'll be interesting to see if this is a new entry point. I will check it. What's it on? Amazon. We got that.
Yeah.
So I'll check it out on Amazon and give it a chance. I mean, Amazon's been hit or miss, or just miss, maybe.
Miss.
But, I mean, I didn't see. Okay, I'm about to say something really quick. Let's just say it doesn't look like they're going super political with it so far. Looks like they're just doing a Fallout show. I didn't see anything that was a big red flag.
Not yet.
Yet. So we'll see what they do, because Amazon's also been real bad about that and ruining IPs because they don't make it about the IP. Let's hope they learn a lesson after having like the most expensive failure of a TV show ever. Go ahead, Blair. That's what you had. Did you say something?
Oh, me? No, I've been chatting with Michael in the chat room. But no, I mean they've had some good things. I mean, I enjoyed The Boys, and but most of their original stuff on that's developed IP, you're right, they haven't stayed true to the source material. But it's kind of hard to fuck up Fallout, and unless you completely butcher the Brotherhood of Steel or something. But I think it'd be really hard to mess up a post-nuclear story.
Yeah. All righty. So let's move on to the Microsoft deal. So Microsoft hires a EU beating lawyer to help overturn UK regulators' Activision merger block. So I mean, we weren't on last week. That's when the merger for Microsoft and Activision was officially blocked by the UK. So yeah, that's where we're at with the Activision Microsoft merger, and they're fighting it. So it's not over, but it came really damn close.
Hang on, guys, real quick. We need to have a shout out to Kanan. Glad you're listening to the show, buddy, but it is bedtime over in the UK, so go ahead and hit the sack and catch up with your dad on the show tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yeah, so now I don't want to start dropping the F-bombs I was about to drop, but screw the UK, man, because, like, I feel the UK got bought out. I just told you the truth. I said I believe Sony paid out the UK because given what we just covered, there is no Xbox ain't winning spit. I'm an Xbox guy, but I'm also not going to sit up here and do like a Sony fanboy and lie about the reality. You know, the reality is Sony's the dominator by far in the market. And, I mean, it's owning anime, it's owning games. It's kicking butt. And blocking this merger is just helping Sony maintain a larger monopoly.
Well, yeah. I mean,
on the market.
We just talked about Sony doing well on PC. You know, Xbox has had a horrible year financially. I mean, we just talked about Redfall, which is really hurt Microsoft. Honestly, I mean, at this point, most people are saying if Starfield does not hit a home run, then Xbox may be in threat of
a bust. May just be a bust.
Yeah. So
you got a company that's struggling to stay in the market, and the UK is shilling out and selling out for their corporate overlords and trying to prevent competition and allowing anybody to hold a space. And to me, the UK has always been corrupt as hell. Their legal system, I won't go in all of it, but me and Zeno had a long talk about their legal system.
We've seen a lot when it comes to entertainment based what court cases, you know, high profile entertainment based court cases. They don't tend to go very well. They tend to be really swayed by certain things,
personal interests and all that.
It does not seem to be. I mean, and anytime you see a big court case in the U.S., usually everything is very P's and Q's when it comes to. I mean, it doesn't matter if the lawyer tends to lean left, tends to lean right. When it comes to a court case, that doesn't matter. And
like you can't have conflicts of interest.
Yeah.
You know,
and it
the judge can't be like in the business deals with the people you're working with or related to the defendant.
That the UK has a lot more questionable when it comes to that stuff. And I don't know. I'm not there. I can only say what I've seen through, other people and media. But yes, I agree. It does seem like the UK is a little more pliable with suggestion.
So, and with Sony having a long history of paying off gaming companies for exclusivity, paying off companies to not put stuff out on other consoles, paying out companies to get unique DLCs, like, hey, only we get Spider-Man. They're so known for paying off that this UK decision is so ridiculously bad because they used the cloud gaming as some cockamamie excuse. They got paid off, dude. UK is easy to bribe. They got paid off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm going to stand by that. I think the UK got paid off to make the decision, and they don't care. They'll be blunt with it. So I feel like they just blatantly said, yeah, we don't care.
I mean, it does feel that way for sure. I'll be honest with you.
If I can preside over a case where the defendant's my son, I believe that they don't care about publicly being corrupt.
That's not exactly how that was, but yeah.
All I'm saying is it wouldn't have flew in the U.S.
I know what you're referencing.
And it wouldn't have flew in the U.S. They would have said,
referencing.
you can't be the judge. You cannot do
this.
But
my thing is, I mean, it definitely feels that way with this case. When you have the most opposition and noise that is going into their ear is coming from the competition who is winning, it seems a little rough. But I don't know, man. And to sort of add some sweetener to that, we got Crunchyroll tops new milestone with paid users. So now another Sony bought and paid for company is out here bragging about how many subscribers it has. When they bought out all the animation options we had. So they're bitching about somebody buying a game company that isn't buying like the last game company. When they bought the last of really
they have
anime
Crunchyroll and
that
Funimation.
is accessible.
They have Crunchyroll and Funimation, the two largest sources of dubbing and anime brought to the U.S.
Well, and then they're merged,
Where's UK at now?
And now they've merged Funimation into Crunchyroll, and then they're like, look at us. We have top subscribers for Crunchyroll. Yeah, you put two companies into one.
You have both. I mean, guess what? If Sony and Microsoft merge, guess what? They'd have the most gamers on their consoles. You're like, yeah, dude. And where's the UK here? Oh, they're riding around in that new Benz they got bought by Sony. Like I said, they're like, oh, they ain't here now. Ain't no problems with the cloud or nothing now. It's bullcrap, dude. I mean, I just hate it when it's, at least back in the day, they used to lie to us. But now they're just so, it's becoming friggin' Shadowrun or Cyberpunk, man. It's like the corps are just openly corrupt and not even hiding it. They're looking you in the face and going, yeah, we did that. And you're just sitting there going like,
well, that has nothing to do with the courts. The
corporations.
Corpse, yeah. Okay.
Come on now, gamer.
Sorry.
Yeah, the megacorps. The megacorps. I'm slurring my speech with my spinach.
Yes. Yeah. But no. I mean, the corpse, they're definitely, I mean, dude, this is why it surprises me Sony can say anything about Microsoft. I mean,
okay.
Sorry. Reading some comments in the
Michael O'Brien hits us with we're too busy saluting the king we didn't want.
Yeah.
Well, y'all need to, after y'all figure that out, turn around and do something about them courts.
I'm not even bringing that
courts.
I'm not bringing that coronation into the show though. That was that's
I didn't pay attention. Nobody. It's God Save the Queen, man. I ain't never heard no God Save the King. I ain't paying attention.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, so anyway, big golf clap to Crunchyroll,
Yeah, your monopoly is working.
Yeah.
Good job.
Woohoo.
Yay.
Oh. You don't watch anime, do you, Bloodaxe?
No.
Yeah, you're a pretty big loser. says the geeks that are watching anime.
I weighed in at 310 pounds, which means I've lost 66 pounds since last August.
Oh shit!
So
you
yes,
are a big
I am
loser.
a big.
That's amazing.
Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you should really watch some anime, dude. I think you would enjoy some of the anime out there.
He can't get.
I'm open to suggestions. The only one I ever watched, Q sent me Ninja Scroll, and he popped my cherry on something that was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's hard to find anything close to Ninja Scroll.
That's the problem. Ninja Scroll's a standout, man.
Yeah.
But even you liked Ninja Scroll because Ninja Scroll was good.
Yeah.
Well, even just not just quality wise, but I mean, just it's the way it presented content, its style. It was a really unique.
It didn't bog down with exposition.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you as a challenge. Find me a good mecha, a mech-based anime, and I'll give that a shot. You're combining sci-fi
so
into it as well.
Yeah, I was supposed to say there's so many.
I know, but we got to find one that fits his style, though. It can't be exposition heavy.
We'll have to talk to Jarek about it.
Jarek's our mecha guy. Yeah, if he was watching, man, he'd already be popping in the chat. Jarek is our mecha guy. He'll find us one where they don't spend all day crying and talking.
I hate mech anime, so.
Crying Freeman, I've seen that, and Gogo 13, Michael. I've seen those. But yeah, we got to find one, though. But Bloodaxe ain't into all that excessive exposition, and I don't blame him. It does get wordy. But if there's one that gets to the goods, Jarek will know.
I mean, anime has nothing on exposition compared to our cultivation novels.
Our cultivation novels spent all day telling you how I sat in the cave staring at a wall, contemplating my navel.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, speaking of mechas, Q's been kind of disappointed. I've been playing a lot of Mech Warrior Mercenaries 5 because it's hard to find a good game nowadays. But I've been playing a lot of Mech Warrior. They had a new DLC that came out this week or last week that I've been playing with different factions. It's pretty cool. So I've been out there just blowing stuff up with my mechs.
Huh? What you got?
Wasn't there a mecha Mui Tenchi?
Mui what?
Or what was that? The one with the space pirate. What is his Tenchi or no?
Man, there's a lot of space pirates, man.
But I mean, we were talking about the redhead scientist girl a while back.
Jimmy Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, Tenchi Muyo. That's what I was trying to think of. Wasn't there a mecha Tenchi Muyo?
Yes, that was his cousin, I want to say.
Yeah.
There was. Maybe that's GXP. I think it's the GXP. May have been it. But there was a Tenchi Muyo.
War of Geminar.
Oh, War of Geminar.
I think was the.
I don't think he's gonna. Isn't that the one though where the dude's mech is not for dudes? I don't think. Bloodaxe. No, you failed. You failed already. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. We're gonna let Jarek pick his mecha anime because he's not. He doesn't want to watch a dude in a mech with high heels. You ought to know Bloodaxe by now. See, look at his face. He's already like, no.
I don't think there was high heels in that.
Oh, you need to go look at that again. I watched it, and yeah.
Let's see here. I'm gonna pull up this mech real quick. Here we go. It didn't have high heels.
Oh, okay.
See, because his was the white one.
Oh, you're right. Okay, maybe I'm thinking. I could have sworn there was one where you got like the mechs were meant for like. Maybe that's a different one. I've seen a lot of anime.
But I will say they weren't very. They're like an organic type mech almost. So. But they were pretty cool. I thought this series was a really good series.
If it's going to be a mecha, think like Pacific Rim. You know.
You're more Gundam than.
Yeah, but we'd have to find them a Gundam where they don't cry all the time.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like Gundam got a lot of crime. You know what? He might like Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing was pretty badass. Gundam Wing had a bunch of chads, but Gundam Wing was pretty badass. Hero was awesome. You just got to stop before, like, you need to stop at what? Maybe Waltz. Don't go past that. Like the first, it's one of those ones where you watch the first ones, and that's what you stick to.
Wasn't there some Armored Core 6 news or something? I thought I saw something.
Just that they just announced more, and it's going to be single-player campaign, but a PvP multiplayer mode. That was mostly it.
Okay.
Which completely burst our bubble.
Yeah, because I really wanted to play with my boy, not beat up my boy. You know, like
yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Just, I mean, as long as I get them customized, I just want to customize.
Oh man, I mean, I'll still probably give it a swing just to have something to play. Yeah.
But anyway, back to other stuff. What we got? Oh, one of the worst movies of all time.
Man, this thing's scores are as bad as Redfall's.
Peter Pan and Wendy got a 13% audience score. I mean, even the critics, top critics gave it 54, with all critics gave it a 64%. But yeah, no, it's bad. I mean, the critics are slamming this thing, the ones that are being even halfway honest.
That is absolutely amazing.
Oh, I think
Look at that. One of the ones that gave it a fresh literally describes it as it's very safe. So there is critiques the good ratings.
Yeah. I mean, good rating, one sentence. David Lowery has mounted a film that is very much grown up.
That's not a compliment for a Peter Pan movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's positive, but it was a 3.5 out of 5. So, I mean, that's not
Wow,
that
no
awesome.
classic. Oh, my God. So even the freshest starts on, well, no classic. It's charming.
2.5 out of 4. I guess anything over 50% is considered a...
Yeah, look at that one. Oh, my God. No, read the one right below it.
This one?
Yes.
Peter Pan and Wendy is purposely crafted with care and thoughtfulness. And while it succeeds in expanding the ideas of Wendy, Hook, and Tiger Lily, it's at the cost of the character of Peter Pan.
Fresh.
And he gave it a B. A B minus?
Yeah, he gave it a B minus while one of the title characters.
While oh. I guess it is Peter
Look at
Pan.
that one. The other one calls the movie bittersweet. So even the good reviews have a problem with the movie.
What did he give what did he actually, I guess that's a weird positive because, I mean, there's no rating here.
Well, like I said, they're not, because and they're not even saying that it's bad. They're just, there's a critique in every version of the reviews.
This sentence, okay, is this a real critic? I mean, the sentence doesn't even make sense. I wonder if Peter Pan and Wendy isn't close to the best possible version of this movie we were going to get. That sentence means nothing.
I don't mean that this is the best possible movie, although I still haven't seen one that felt totally successful. I also don't mean that this is the best possible Peter Pan movie director David Lowery could have made, given he's one of the most interactive American. So, yeah, nobody's giving this a good.
Oh.
It's, all of them are still, you know what? The best way to say it is, even the people that are shilling for Disney are still throwing the bittersweet of going, it's trying. Which to me is not fresh. If you walk away from a movie with an opinion of they gave it a good try,
yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like the ones that gave it a positive were just they're being nice with their numbering system because, I mean, they weren't saying good things about the movie really.
Nobody actually said the movie was even good. I didn't see anything that said it was good. Well, I think it was like a 1-sentence review.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't.
Well, no, it just said it was grown up. This one said, "Wow, no classic." Yeah, not really saying it was good either.
Bittersweet. Cost of Peter Pan.
Another expensive so-so remake. That's a positive. That's a positive review. Another expensive so-so remake.
Look, it even says it doesn't come close to capturing the vibrancy and magic.
How is that a 2.5 out of 5? That's a 50%. How is that?
No, it's worse. Read
fresh?
The actual review. It's fucking vicious.
No, that's not fresh, dude. That's a bold.
No, and look at what he says. Another expensive social remake, blessed with a huge base budget and some wonderful visual effects. The film looks spinning, yet doesn't come close to capturing the vibrancy and magic of the timeless 1953 film, opting rather for a dark date. It says it doesn't even come close to the 1953 film. How's that fresh?
Yeah. Well, it's also 2.5 out of 5.
And by the way, though, I guess
2.5 out of 5 is the same as 5 out of 10.
Yeah, well, they decided to call it fresh because, well, dude, you know Disney owns Rotten Tomatoes. It's not a surprise that they would pad the scores. But what gets me is just the top critics who are the most vicious, because look at it. Most of the top critics are not giving it fresh. Yeah, the top critics are panning it, man.
But yeah. I don't know.
I think
Anyway.
the biggest insult, though, is the shortest one, though. You know the worst thing you could describe a Peter Pan and Wendy movie? Grown Up. Come on, boom. That's right on the nose, man. That is like the opposite of the entire point of a Peter Pan movie.
Yeah, I mean, here, this is a positive one. Children, too, might object to the film's seriousness, although it comes with a sense of wonder.
And yeah, that's a fresh.
Yeah.
Children might not like this movie either. Fresh.
It's UK. What do you expect?
Oh, wow. We know they were paid out.
All right.
What do you think, Bloodaxe? You have kids.
I wouldn't let my kids watch that shit.
Oh, yeah. You don't have any daughters. That movie's not for
I
them.
would have.
Yeah, it's not for
Oh my
your
God,
boys.
my puppy dog is nuts. But you know what's funny is you will have a audience score of 13 on a movie that you didn't have to go pay for. You got to watch it for free if you're a Disney Plus subscriber. So the fact that they got a audience score of 13 means your show really sucks.
Yeah, the people who saw it are Disney mains. People who have access and pay for Disney Plus and got to see the movie as part of their membership. That's bad. Because that's usually going to be the best audience you can get. People who like Disney.
You can have people who necessarily didn't pay. You could have people who didn't watch it. There's no way to verify.
That's not going to be the critics, though. I'm going by the critics.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also going by
he
the
mentioned the 16%, which is the audience score.
It could be
the
review
audience
bomb.
could be review bombing. Could be.
Though those are going in some pretty big detailed reviews for their 1 star. Those first few 1 stars are
Yeah, but I can watch a couple of YouTube videos and give just as much detail, if not more.
Wow, that guy gave it 4 stars and says he didn't like the ending and he didn't like the jokes. It's really interesting how you can give a 4 star to something and be like, I didn't like the ending to it. I didn't like the jokes. But hey, great movie. You know, and I'm like, no, it isn't. If I watched the movie and it wasn't funny and I don't like the ending, that's not a 4-star movie. That is the definition. Like, you've got to at least nail the ending to get above a 3 stars with me. No movie is going to get a 4-star from me that bombs its ending. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like what you're building up to. The ending's the payoff. Bloodaxe, what do you think?
I think my dog is driving me crazy.
All right. He's out, man. I think he's out.
Either
All
way,
right.
dude.
The last thing we had was I think this is more clickbaity than it is actual news because I don't know if Disney's actually done anything. From what we can read on this, that there's very little, but it's interesting. This is a $3 billion kidnapping lawsuit assaults his fledgling career. Dwayne Johnson reportedly kicked out a $4.5 billion Johnny Depp franchise.
I don't think that's related to that. I think the Black Adam bombing had more to do with that than anything else.
I mean, probably the fact that they should have
No, he should not have been in Pirates.
They should have ended Pirates with
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I agree.
And I mean, honestly, after the Johnny Depp lawsuit, if they wanted to continue doing Pirates, they should have begged Johnny Depp. Now, Johnny Depp said, screw Disney and a lot of other choice words towards Disney. But
I like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, the guy, because I followed his wrestling career. I liked him as a wrestler. But I'm going to be honest. I don't think he has a charisma for a Pirates movie. Be blunt. Yeah. I like it, but I've seen his movies. And his movies, I've watched almost all of them. They're okay. None of them dang near got a sequel, dude. Like Pirates is a movie that I just don't think it matches his personality.
Yeah. This is why I'm not very fond of this article. It says, in addition to his recent movie setback, which, okay, yes, he's had several of those. I mean, Dwayne Johnson's facing a serious legal issue.
No, he's not.
I'm going to tell you, there ain't nothing serious about this legal issue.
If you go look up this case, it is, I can't say what the truth is. But if you just go look at the case, The person that filed it is like on the most wanted list, is wanted in several places, and is suing so many people. He is one of like 10 entities being sued. Some of those entities include Home Depot,
an entire state.
And the entire state of Texas, the FBI, like child services,
NYPD.
NYPD, even though none of it happened in New York to my knowledge. It all happened. And also, by the way, several of the people being sued, she's on the most wanted list for. Like she's wanted in that state. It is on the most wanted list for El Paso.
For the thing
she's accusing him of doing. She's wanted for kidnapping and child custody and endangerment. So this is coming off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're like, like if she shows up to court, she's getting arrested because she's literally wanted right now. So like if she goes to court, they're probably going to arrest her immediately because she's on the most wanted.
But I'll be honest. As far as his career goes, as far as Dwayne Johnson's career goes, I like Dwayne Johnson as a person. Like when he's talking and being a personable person, he seems like a really good guy. I've seen very little that the movie was made better by having him in it.
He does. Okay, there's two reasons that the Pirates Caribbean is not a good match for him. And you both can counterpoint this if we can get Bloodaxe to wake up. So two reasons. First of all, Dwayne Johnson is an action star. He's not really he's not really that funny. He's not really excessively charming to kids. He's really an action star. I don't think he'd do well in the role. I don't think it fits him as a pirate. He does better when he did, like when he was in Fast and Furious and he's playing an action guy. Two, there's another factor. He's kind of getting too old for the role. I mean, if you're going to do the Pirates series, you should start with someone young so you can get some more years out of them. Why would you jump to another actor that's in their later years? You feel me? Like, why not go grab a 20 or 30-something-year-old for this role? Dwayne's up there. I think he's like, what? Is he around our age, if not older?
Yeah, I mean...
He's up there.
I think he's older. Yeah, he's 51.
Yeah, he's 51, man. You don't take a franchise that you're doing a franchise, key word, a franchise where you want to do several movies and start with do the reboot or start with a 51-year-old. That's dumb. Go grab your 30-something. Go grab your 30-something, roll from there. So I don't think that's a good idea. Why would you replace Johnny Depp, who's in his later years, with another guy that's in his later years who doesn't have a big movie success under his belt? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd go see movies because Dwayne Johnson's in it. I don't think I'd go see the Pirates movie, though, because I just don't have a high expectation. I don't. I like the guy. I can't see him as a pirate at all. Can you? I cannot. Not as the main character. Now, if he was just going to be in it, but they're saying he's going to replace Johnny Depp. I don't think he's going to have that main character pirate energy. Because whoever replaces Johnny Depp has to nail it. You want to talk about big shoes to fill? Jack Sparrow is the iconic pirate. He is. He is the iconic pirate. Kids grew up with Jack Sparrow. Kids want Jack Sparrow to come to their birthday party. If you're going to replace him, you better bring somebody that's got the thunder.
I mean, honestly, I think he does well as the serious guy in a comedy duo.
Yes.
That action
the big
comedy. Yeah. Where he's set off by somebody else who's sort of a comedian.
Maybe a really short person.
Yeah, maybe a really short person.
Loud. Or a fat, white guy, that can sing and has a really weird beard. I think he's shaved for the movie. No, he had his beard in it. Jack Black.
Oh, yeah.
He's paired well with Jack Black. He's paired well with
comedians.
He pairs well with comedians.
Yeah.
But he ain't the comedian.
No.
And
he's usually the brunt of the joke, honestly.
Yeah. So I think you need a more charming, amusing main character or a younger. Because also, if you want younger people to get into something, you need a younger guy, okay? So, they need a younger guy. In fact, to me, if they really want to do this right, the secret to the next Pirates guy I just figured out? Actually, really bringing a young crowd. Start with a teenager. Start with a teenager just getting into being a pirate. He'd be younger. They would associate better with the younger character. And he can grow into the role.
Well, dude, I'm all for starting most series off with young,
Mm-hmm.
because I honestly, if you do it well, I like series that go on for a while, you know?
Like Supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I like to see that progression of a character as they age, as they develop, as they grow into their role. Because, I mean, it's how you really get intertwined into the story is, you know, you're built into it, you know. You get to watch that growth instead of being back-fed the growth.
That's what made the Harry Potter movies do so well.
Yeah.
It was that you grew up with the characters. Even if you weren't the exact right age. I was clearly older than they were, but I still enjoyed watching them grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, I started reading the books when I was younger, and I enjoyed watching those people grow up. Now, I don't like any of them as the adults they turned into, the actors, but I like the characters as they grew up. The actors turned out to be, well, you know what, child actors just have a hard time. You know what, let's pour one out for the child actors. Child actors just don't seem to grow up sane. But you know what? We appreciate what they gave us before they lost their mind.
All right. And with that, I think we're going to wrap this one up. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to go to Dicejunkies.com where you can find links everywhere we are online. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and that notification bell on YouTube so you get notified whenever we post anything. And as every week,
we hope you enjoy.